chapters, chapter 10, up to chapter 10, Krishna has given a great advice to Arjuna to bring him out of his dilemma or his depression or his uh, indecisiveness. He was so much, perplexed, or he was so much in deep depression only. Vishada, Arjuna Vishada Yoga. That ಏನಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ ನಾನು, what is a stand I should take now, because all these people are our own kith and kin. I'm not supposed to fight, but I'm forced to fight. And Krishna has given an order, and he trusts Krishna so much. So Krishna has brought him out, and as we discussed in our previous session, he goes through different steps, gradually. And equally, Arjuna is a very good student for Krishna, and therefore, because of this, this combination, the teacher like Krishna and student like Arjuna, whenever somebody has to say something, the person who receives should have lot of faith, Shraddha. So Arjuna exhibited maximum Shraddha, maximum devotion, because he found Krishna to be some extraordinary, superhuman person. And he lived with Krishna from his childhood. And Krishna also, in turn, wanted to be with Arjuna always. It's always like that. It's all, and the Guru also wants to be with the student, or the divine person, Krishna himself or the Vishnu or Shiva himself, want to help the devotees. They want to help. They are just waiting for the devotee or the student to express an interest. And then they come. They say, if you keep one step, then 10 steps God's grace will approach. That one step is the most difficult thing for a human mind, because our buddhi, our intelligence or intellect is not always in that frame of mind. It doesn't want to go towards higher. It doesn't want to go towards divinity. It wants to enjoy into the worldly things. It wants to enjoy all the pleasures of this life. It wants to think about its own people. It wants to think about its own past memories, its own misery, suffering, as though nobody suffers in life. That is what we think. And we keep remaining attached to our own suffering, because of which we will not be able to go to the divine thing within. So, but when that happens, then the flow of Bhagavad Gita, flow of Bhagavad Puran, flow of Shiv Puran, everything will start happening around us. So that indicates the change in our mentality. It indicates the change in our buddhi, actually. And through Gita, Krishna says always, even in the last, he takes him through step by step. He says why you should do your duty now. This is your swadharma, to kill them. It is your swadharma to kill them. And also, you are not going to kill, you are just an instrument. How you will become an instrument? To prove that, he runs through Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, little bit of Bhakti Yoga, little bit of Jnana Vijnana Yoga, Sankhya philosophy. What is Atman? What is this Prakriti? Who is Purusha? What is Mahamaya? How I manifest by the grace of by my own Yoga Maya. And what are the different types of personalities? What are the different types of personalities? Andre, what are sattvic andrenu, rajasika andrenu, tamasika andrenu? How different types of people exist in this society? Ithra, he will go on guiding him step by step. In the 10th chapter, Krishna tells Arjuna, he keeps on asking question. So Krishna tells before 10th chapter, he tells, I am the Atman, I am the Purusha, I am the consciousness within your body, I am the one, but you are not thinking about me. You are always involved externally. Therefore, you fail to understand me. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ he comes to ವಿಭೂತಿ ಯೋಗ. ವಿಭೂತಿ ಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಿನ್ನ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ, sorry, I'll have to mix little bit of Kannada. So he says, apart from Krishna is within our body, Krishna or consciousness, you can take Krishna, Shiva, anybody, because we'll come to that at a later time when everything is one, actually. And we are following Swami Ranganathanandaji's commentary. So Krishna says, I am there within the body. I am manifesting everything. I am just witness. But there is also Prakriti. Andre, in our body, there is Atman, which is his vibhuti. That means Particularly in man, it is more manifested. He also manifests in the plants, in the animals, in the non-living things such as his pen. Here also we have Krishna's vibhuti. He has mentioned that chara achara, charachara ಎರಡರೊಳಗೂ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, living thing, non-living thing. But expression ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, it is more in the human. It's more in the human. I am manifesting more in the human being. And human being is endowed with one more thing called buddhi. ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ, ದಟ್ ವಿವೇಕ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮನುಷ್ಯರಿಗಲ್ದೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಂಟಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬೈ ವಿಚ್ ಹಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಮಿನೇಟ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ನವರಾತ್ರಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಯಾ ದೇವಿ ಸರ್ವಭೂತೇಶು ಬುದ್ಧಿರೂಪೇಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥಿತ, ಬುದ್ಧಿರೂಪೇಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥಿತ, ನಮಸ್ತಸ್ಯೈ 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 ನಮೋ ನಮಃ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ ದೇವಿ ಪುರಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ, ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ನೋ ದಟ್ ಬುದ್ಧಿ should be directed towards divine. That buddhi is given, but when he creates, he has explained that, and further he explains there are different types of buddhi. That is why different type of people who have sadbuddhi, satvika buddhi, they are always towards the divinity. They always think of others, they always think of selfless things, though, and they can take decision. That buddhi is always guiding the mind. Understand this. ಕಣ್ಣು, ಕಿವಿ, ನಾಲಿಗೆ, ಚರ್ಮ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನು, ಕಣ್ಣು, ಕಿವಿ, ಸ್ಮೆಲ್, ಮೂಗು, ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ಡ್ ಸೆನ್ಸೇಷನ್, then the eyes which have got visual sensation, auditory, taste, and the skin. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ sensory. All through our life we are entertaining these. Close your eyes, close your ears, sit quiet, go within, and then he is seen. With practice, not overnight. So above this is our mind. Above mind is the buddhi. This is the way we have been arranged. ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳು, ಮನಸ್ಸು, ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಆಚೆ ಅಹಂಕಾರ, ಅಹಂಕಾರ ಆಚೆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ. So this buddhi is given. Buddhi is the little above, but that buddhi will tell mind, don't go here, don't go here, don't eat that, don't listen to this gossip, listen to the divine thing, or don't listen to divine, let us listen to the TV serials always. Not bad, but always. So like that, buddhi is the discriminating which mind should actually listen to. Mind should listen to. Eyes will say we go here, ears will say we'll go that side, then the mind will say no, we'll not go there, we'll go here. Buddhi will say to the mind. So you more categories. Grandfather is the buddhi, then the father is the mind, and the son is the indriyagalu, sense organs. So like that it is arranged very, very intricate. This is a beautiful creation of Krishna, the human being, who's endowed with these hierarchies, and we have got sense organs to express our ಮಾತುಗಳು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಗೆ. ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳು, ಕಿವಿಗಳು, they are meant for something higher. But the Maya will mesmerize. She will create one kind of environment where she will pull it. That yoga Maya is also Krishna's power only. But Krishna wants to see how many people will get control on that, develop the willpower, and listen to the buddhi, and develop that buddhi. So that buddhi always guides, but it doesn't guarantee that everybody's buddhi is the same. No. People, by their samskars, by their nature, by their repeated habits, they develop a kind of buddhi, because of which different kinds of buddhi are there. Satvik buddhi, which will always be directing and decision. Hinge ಮಾಡು ಅಂದ್ರೆ person who is able to take a decision without any confusion in the right direction is called sattvic buddhi. Person who is complicated, complex, idu madla, adu madla, idu madre correct, because his buddhi is not evolved. This buddhi doesn't necessarily mean it's in the mind. It is a thinking ability of the person. So that is indecisiveness. ಯಾವ್ ಸರಿ, ಯಾವ್ ತಪ್ಪು, ಹಳೆಯದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಮುಂದಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬೀಂಗ್ ವರಿಡ್. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ರಾಜಸಿಕ ಬುದ್ಧಿ. ತಾಮಸಿಕ ಬುದ್ಧಿ is total ignorance. There is no even Rajasika is still aware. Rajasika buddhi is a middle one. That buddhi, those kind of personalities have little maturity, but they are still not completely evolved. Sattvic is evolved, completely evolved. Tamasic is totally at the lower extreme. So this kind of buddhi will always think that it doesn't even know that there is something which is beyond this body and mind. There is something called buddhi, there is something called atman, there is something called spirituality. they don't know, they don't want to know. Inertia antar, resistance to change, because they are not aware that ignorance, that Maya is very strong. Maya, not only Maya. So how do we change our buddhi now? God has given everything is God's and Prakriti. Only there is a small free will ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಂತ ವಿಚಾರ, ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ವಿಚಾರ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ. That is a choice we make. ನಾವು ದೇವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, or we should go to the other areas. That decision, if you close your eyes, think, oh, maybe this is not the right path. What is right? If I think about my decision, and if I feel good in heart, close your eyes, go to an isolated place, and then think. If you feel very calm, then that is a right decision, because at that point of time we are connecting with the divinity. And this, if we keep practicing for days together, then your buddhi will start evolving and the consciousness will start manifesting. Olagiddanta atma, it will start acting on that buddhi. So in the previous chapter, Krishna says, buddhi yogam dadami, I will give buddhi yoga. If people think about me, then I will give them. The greatest blessing with Bhagavad Gita is not prosperity, not good health, not happiness. Buddhi yoga. Buddhi means wisdom. ವಿಸ್ಡಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಸರಿಯಾದ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಡೂ, ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೈ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೈ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೈ ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದಾಗ, ದಟ್ ಸದ್ ಬುದ್ಧಿ, ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಸೇ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟಾಕ್ ಅವರ್ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಯೋಗ, ಗಾಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗ್ರೇಸ್ ಯು. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ and I will come to you. Through that free will, we should make an effort. Then the consciousness will come. Then the divine grace will come. And again, I would like to say, the will to listen to Bhagavad Gita, or whatever it is, may not be this session. The willingness to do a small puja, the willingness to do dana, the willingness to, chant some mantra is a blessing. Everybody will not have. Very, very few people, very, very handful in the whole world. Very few people have that. That is the blessing. It is not anybody's effort. No, it is not. It is His grace. It is somebody's blessing. It is dushta shaktinal dur hogi. We are attracting the positive thing. Therefore, we are able to chant Hare Ram, or we are able to chant Hare Krishna, or we are able to open this book, or we are able to attend this session. Whatever it is, anything be connected to divine is His grace. All that He has told. And then he discusses in Vibhuti Yoga, where all He is manifested more. Krishna lives in each and every element, atom, subatom, every particle is there. Consciousness, we call in the modern term, let's call it as consciousness. Physics term, let's call it as that Brihat energy, maximum. I told you, Oppenheimer also has, I incidentally watched that movie. All of you can watch, the nuclear physicist. So he, so he's there in each and everything. But when somebody manifests, somebody is like extraordinary athlete, he says, I'm there. Because among all the illuminary bodies, I am the Surya. And in things which shine at night, I am the moon. So like that, among all the sages, I am sage Vedavyasa. Then among all the rich people, I am Kubera. So that means wherever there is highest merit, there you will find my manifestation more. I shine more. He's there in all the beings, all the non-living beings, all the plants, animals, metal, wood, everything. But human maximum. Among humans, so many. Among devatas, Indra. Like that, he keeps on telling. And among the Yadus, he says, I'm the Vasudeva. That means he only. So like that, wherever there is extraordinary manifestation, think that it is my own. That means it is not human. It's not human. It is me. So this is to convince Arjuna that everything is divine. Now we are all yakashchit. Now we are all very, very small speck. Then after expressing all that, Arjuna says in this 11th chapter, he says, okay, Krishna, now I understand. You are this, you are that. I fully understand. I fully understand means, can you remember this chapter which we spoke about, Jnana Vijnana Yoga? Anybody can recollect. What is Jnana? What is Vijnana? Very simple terms. What is Jnana? Suvarchala. What is
Ma'am,
it?
Gnana is knowledge and
Yes,
Vijnana is realization.
very good, excellent. Experiencing. So, jnana, buddhi will feel. It's you only experience. You all are, all of you have joined this session for second round. Is there any difference in the understanding between the first round and second round? Anybody? Padmini has joined? No. Kavita. Kavita, is there any
Yes,
difference
ma'am.
in understanding in the first round and second round? There
Yes,
is?
ma'am. First
Same.
round, I was so much in awe of whatever the understanding. Like then in the second one, I'm understanding better. Like
Better. Yes.
I'm
Isn't it? Yes.
experiencing.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. So, Krishna, there is one song in about Durga, no? Buddhi aritaru hrudayavariyadu taye ninna mahimeyanu. So, if hridaya and buddhi, heart and mind, how does the heart understand? Does heart understand? Heart means experiencing. Heart is experiencing. So Arjuna now Vibhuti Yoga, he says, now I've understood. Understood means he has experienced. Means he's convinced. It's conviction. So Arjuna, for Arjuna, he is much more evolved than us because he's in direct contact with Krishna. So obviously, therefore, so like that, we all have understood more and more. You run through the sessions, a second round, third round, repeated. Manana, nididhyasana ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳು. ನಿಧಿಧ್ಯಾಸ means again and again memorizing. Is it so? Is it so? ಅಂದಾಗ that understanding comes from divine grace. And therefore, Arjuna now says in the end of, beginning of 11th chapter, Vishwaroop Darshan, Krishna, you have told everything. Now I have understood. Now my delusion has gone. Delusion, moha ayam vigato mama. Yat tayoktam vachastena. ಮೋಹೋಯಂ ವಿಗತೋ ಮಮ. ನನ್ನ ಒಳಗಿದ್ದಂತ ಮೋಹ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಮೋಹ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಾಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್, misunderstanding. Most of the problems in life are due to misperception. Andre the situation will be something, but we understand in a different way. We perceive in a different way. How do we understand? What do we think? Hingirbodu, hangirbodu. Hangirudiಲ್ಲ ಅದು. We understand based on our own level of thinking. We are all same. But uh, that is called moha. When you see the fact, truth, why it happened ಅಂದಾಗ ಮೋಹ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. Why it happened ಅಂದಾಗ ಬುದ್ಧಿ will start thinking, ಹೌದಲ್ಲ, this person has spoken like this. Why did he speak like that? Maybe he misunderstood ಅಂತ ನಾವೇ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ that is a better understanding. Still more better is when you connect with Krishna, that ultimate moha will go. What is that ultimate moha? Krishna says that, okay, somebody has hurt you, no problem, you can rectify it, number one. Number two, it was your past karma, it had to happen, and you have nothing, you are just an instrument. It was my decision, it's okay. Now learn and go ahead. Learn and go ahead and forgive him. Forget the whole episode. Do not forget that way. Learn it as an experience. Improve on yourself. Self improvement. Next time you see that, you don't get into such problem and you don't hurt others. You don't bring such situation. This is moha kalilam ಅಥವಾ ಮೋಹ ಅಯಂ ವಿಗತೋ ಮಮ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಜುನಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮೋಹ ಇತ್ತು, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮವ್ರೆ, these are all my own people, I should, if they kill, what will happen to me? Krishna says, no, atmak savila, the atma does not die, they will be born elsewhere. This is my own doing. They are adharmis. Your swadharma is to kill them so that there is righteousness, dharma on this planet anta ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ he gets convinced. So he experiences that to some extent. Now he says in 11th chapter, he says, I have understood. Now show me your Vishwarupa. You told you are here, you are here, you are. Show me ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಏನ್ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಅವನಿಗೆ. Arjuna is so courageous because he trusts Krishna also, and he doesn't want to have any doubts. We should not have any doubts. Even Krishna says, when he told Bhagavad Gita, he says, if you want, you believe. Otherwise, don't believe. This is my saying. Practice it, experiment it. And pariprashnena sevaya. When you go to a guru, pariprashnena, ask questions. So he encourages Arjuna to ask questions. And so he says, I want to see your Vishwarupa. Show me. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ Krishna assumes a huge form. And in that huge form, Vishwaroop Darshan, this is supposed to be the best chapter in the entire Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna occupies the entire universe. And Arjuna sees that. with divine vision. He gives him Divya Chakshu. Sanjaya would have got Divya Chakshu, Divya eyes, divine sight, so that he can see what is happening in Kurukshetra and tell that to Dhritarashtra, isn't it? And he only is narrating. Now he says, Dhritarashtra, see, Arjuna got divine sight, and Arjuna is seeing Krishna. Sanjaya and Arjuna both watch Krishna in his huge form, Vishwarupa. That Vishwarupa, which describes the entire creation. He has got multiple arms, multiple weapons, multiple bodies, multiple shoulders, multiple legs. Whole everything you can see as though I am there, you are there, he is there. Everybody is seen on Krishna's body, and there is no beginning, there is no end, there is no middle. It extends, 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 left to right, top to bottom, all sides, everywhere. He has filled the entire universe with his Vishwarupa. So Arjuna becomes astonished and he says, this is something unbelievable. Unbelievable anta. Allivargu appreciate ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. I can see the devas, I can see Indra, I can see Kubera, I can see so many people and so many garlands. You're looking so beautiful, so much of radiance. Suddenly Krishna becomes terrific. Andre bhibhatsa rupa. He assumes a very terrible form. In that, he sees fire coming out. He sees lot of teeth coming out. He sees Kauravas entering into his mouth, and Krishna is biting them and chewing them, crushing them. Not only Kauravas, all the Asuras. Asuras are running here and there, helter-skelter on his body. And he engulfs them and he licks them. And he's showing that the mouth is giving out so much of fire. So that becomes very terrific. At that point of time, Krishna says that, Arjuna says, no, now I'm getting, what are you? I have understood, Arjuna, but please come back to your original shape, because that is something which I want to see now. And the head is, so he says, after that, he says, I have seen everybody, I have seen everything, and now I'm convinced beyond doubt that you are the creator. You are without any beginning, without any middle, without any end. Adi illa, anta illa. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅನಂತವಾಗಿದೆಯಾ. And I can see you so splendor, everything, all kinds of gala, malas, ornaments, everything is on you. So therefore, I am convinced beyond doubt. But, and then he says that Sakheti Matva Prasabham Yaduktam, He Krishna, He Yadava, He Sakheti, Ajanata Mahimanam Taveda Maya Pramadat Pranayena Vapi यच्चावहा सार्थम असत्कृतोसि विहारशय्यासन भोजनेषु एकोऽथवाप्यच्युत तत्समक्षम तत्क्षामये त्वाम् अहम् अप्रमेयम्. ನಾನು ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್. ನೀನ್ ಚಿಕ್ಕವನಿದ್ದಾಗ ಐ ಮೂವ್ಡ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಯು ಇನ್ ಸಂದೀಪನಿ ಗುರುಕುಲ, ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಸಖಾ, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್, ಬಾರ್ಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲೆ, ಐ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಯು ಆಸ್ ಮೈ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ನೌ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಯು, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು? ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮೀ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಕ್ಷಮಾ ಕರೋ, ಕ್ಷಮಾ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮೀ, forgive me for all this. When we were together, when we were going out, when we were walking, when we were eating, I don't know what words I would have used to address you, because I assumed you are just like my friend, little better than me. But I did not know that you are the creator, you are the sustainer, you are the destroyer. I forgot to mention, when he sees his teeth, Kauravas going inside and all that, Krishna says that, am I audible? I think internet. Okay, so he says that I am Kalos Miyaham. Krishna says, I am creator also. Now I have come as a time. Kala. Kala means destruction. You must respect me as a creator as much as a destroyer. As Brahma I create, as Shiva I destroy. That's all it is. As Vishnu I sustain. All the three are different forms of me alone. I have come here. Kalos me anta heli. Then Arjuna says that you should excuse me, and you please come back. So we were there at 42nd, I think 43rd. We stopped there. So he says that last shloka. Pitasi lokasya characharasya त्वमस्य पूज्यश्च गुरुर्गरीयान् न त्वत्समोऽस्त्यधिकः कुतोऽन्यो लोकत्रयेऽप्यप्यच्युतः pratima prabhava. So you are the father of the world, pitasi, lokasya, father of the world, moving and unmoving, characharasya. You are father of everything. You created them. Tomasya pujyascha. You are worthy of worship, object. Tvam asya pujyasya. You are object of its worship, right? Its worship means these people. And greater than the Guruhu Gariyan. You are the greater than the greatest. You are Guru of the great people. And Natvat Samo Samoho Atyabhyadikaha. There is no one who is equal to you in the three worlds. Kutonyo Lokatraye Pratima Prabhava. Who then can excel you? Nobody can excel you. ಇದನ್ನೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ when you believe he is a creator, and when he says some things, you do this, you do that, don't hate anybody, forgive everybody, andre who is speaking? The creator is speaking. Then we will accept it, isn't it? If some Tom, Dick and Harry comes and tell forgive everybody, ನೀನ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೋ ಹೋಗಂತೀವಿ. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಬಂದು ಉಪದೇಶ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? Because we don't know how he is. But when Krishna himself comes, then we agree. But until we have a faith that Krishna is not just the person who plays the flute or who kills Kamsa, no. He is the creator, he is the sustainer, he is the destroyer, he is everything. He is the supreme being. And the aim of this life is to understand Krishna and to attain him. That is the supreme goal of human life. So now Arjuna agrees to that, and then he moves further. Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam prasadaye tvam ahamishamidhyam piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyuhu priyah priyayarhasi deva sodhum. So he says, I prostrate, pranamya, my body in adoration. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ತಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಪ್ರಣಮ್ಯ ಪ್ರಣೀಧಾಯ ಕಾಯಂ, ಶರೀರ, ಕಾಯಂ ಇನ್ ಶರೀರ. I prostrate my body. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. And ಪ್ರಸಾದಯೇ ತ್ವಾಂ ಅಹಮೀಶಂ ಈಢ್ಯಂ. I crave your forgiveness as piteva putrasya, as a father forgives a son, as a friend forgives his friend. Piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyuhu. Friend forgives friend. Father forgives the son. And priyaha priyayarhasi. Priya means the lover, how she forgives the beloved. And even in a similar way, you should forgive me. Arjuna is giving very simple local examples, which I felt it is actually every time, no, that is where the problem comes, when we don't forgive people. But Arjuna is assuming father always forgives. Most of the time, you see, father forgives the son, isn't it? Friends also forgive each other, and the lover also forgives the beloved. But many situations it may not be. That is, of course, very minor. Otherwise, in every relation, if it has to sustain, we have to forgive each other. So Arjuna has observed all that in his family. I mean, Pandavas were not Kauravas. So he says, how this is how people forgive. Like that, you forgive me. Then adrishta purvam rishitosmi drishtva bhayena cha pravyathitam mano me तदेव मे दर्शयं देवरूपं प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास. So ಹರ್ಷಿತೋಸ್ಮಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಓವರ್ ಜಾಯ್ಡ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿ ಪಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ಏನನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ? ಐ ಸಾ ಅದೃಷ್ಟ ಪೂರ್ವಂ, ವಿಚ್ ಐ ನೆವರ್ ಸಾ. Will we be able to see, I and you? Can we see a huge person and we see ourselves there? We see our parents there, our pitrus, devas, devatas. Can we see? No, cannot be seen. And also the Arjuna sees certain things which he didn't even know. He didn't even know, because his knowledge is what he has seen. There are so many things which Arjuna and I and you have not seen. So he sees all those wonders there. So he says, I'm so overjoyed to see which I have never seen. Okay, yet my mind is distracted in terror. My mind is distracted in terror. So bhayena cha pravyathitam manome tadeva, therefore may darshaya deva rupam. Please Deva, show me that familiar form. Because this Vishwarupa, it was initially very nice with Devatas and all. Later it became very bhibhatsa, bhayanak, terror. He was showing all those teeth, tusks, and blood, everything. So he says, no, show mercy. Prasida Devesha Jagannivasa, O abode of the universe. Jagannivasa means the entire universe rests in him. Jagat Nivasa. Nivasa is a home, abode, refuge. Jagat is the world. So the whole world resides in you. I've understood that. Please show me. So he says, show me that familiar form. Andre, that form of yours. Which form? What is the form? What is the form of Vishnu? What are the, what I should say? Uh, how does he look like? Vishnu. Vishnu or, yeah, Vishnu. Anybody? What does he hold in his hands? How many, how many
Ma'am,
hands?
Shankha Chakra Gada, Shankha Chakra Gada. That, yes, ma'am.
Padma. Padma.
Padma.
Lotus. Yeah. So he
Lotus.
says, lotus, correct. Kiritinam gadinam chakrahastam ichchami tvam drashtumaham tathaiva tenaiva rupena chaturbhujena sahasra baho bhava vishwamurte. He says, Kiritinam means crown, kirita. Gadinam, gada, or the mace. Chakra, Sudarshan Chakra, hastam in your hand. Ichhami, I want to see you with all this. Kiritinam, with the crown, with the mace or gada, and with the Sudarshan Chakra. Tenaiva Rupena, Chaturbhujena, with 4 arms. That's why Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. Shankha is the conch. Chakra is the Sudarshan Chakra, the discus. And Gada is the mace or the club, also we can call. And Padma is the lotus flower. Like these are the 4 things he holds in his 4 hands. Chaturbhujena means he is identified as a man with 4 arms. 4 arms, 4 limbs, you can say. And Sahasrabaho Bhava Vishwamurte. But oh, you, he's addressing him. Oh, you of 1,000 arms, because now he is showing his 1,000 arms. He's still in that Rupa. Arjuna is saying, I want to see you with Kirita and with those 4 arms, with all this. O Krishna with 1,000 arms. Vishwamurti of the universal form. So now Krishna agrees. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Maya Prasannena Tavarjunedam Rupam Param Darshitamatmayogat Tejomayam Vishwam Anantamadyam Yanme Twadanyena Nadrashtapurvam. So Arjuna, now Krishna says, Bhagavan Uvacha means Krishna is saying, I have shown to you graciously, prasannena, I mean with my grace or happily, I have shown to you graciously, O Arjuna, this form of supreme by my own yoga power, yoga maya, with his own Atma yoga or yoga maya, he manifests. ನಾಲ್ಕು ಕೈಯಿಂದ ಇದ್ದವನು ekdam he becomes a Vishwarupa. How does he become? Because of his Atma Yoga. He has that power. This we have to believe and we have to understand. So people, modern science or may question, why is that, I mean, how is it possible? Can a human form? Krishna was very much in a human form. And when he was in human form, he has only 2 hands. He used to play flute. He used to run that chariot and all that. Originally, he is a Vishnu Rupa, but he is living like any of us. How can he suddenly manifest? But that is the thing which we have to understand and believe. And why we should believe? It has happened about 6,000 BC, 6,000 years ago. I think 3,500 or 4,000 BC, Mahabharata happened. And it is documented by Vedavyasa. And Mahabharata, we have lot of historical evidence for that. So the entire thing is documented. So this has to be believed. Even by the archaeological survey also, there is a proof to show the existence of Mahabharata. There is existence of Kurukshetra. So this has to be believed. People may say, so what? Has he really told? Yes, it is. It is documented because Vedavyasa cannot be condemned. So it has to be believed. So Krishna says, I demonstrated all this. I have graciously shown to you. That means it was his grace that he has shown this to Arjuna by my own yoga power. This Tejomayam. Tejomayam andre with a lot of tejas. Tejas andre brilliance, radiance like Surya. this resplendent also, we can translate that way. Swamiji has done that. And Vishwam Anantam Adyam. Anantam means infinite, no anta. Ananta, no end. Infinite, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟರ್ ನಾವ್ ಇರೋಕಿನ ಮೊದ್ಲುನೂ ಇದ್ರು, ಮತ್ತು ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಮುಂದೆನೂ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. It is going on and on and on. There is no beginning, there is no end. Beginning and end is only for this cycle of creation. This will become pralaya, another cycle will start. So he, that consciousness, is eternal. So Anantam, Vishwam Anantam, this primeval infinite Vishwarupa means I have shown universal form of mind which has not been seen before by anyone else. Last session we discussed, no, he has shown his form, he has not shown the Vishwarupa. Peter, are you there? We discussed this, no, last session. He has shown to Yashoda, he has shown to Devaki, he has shown to Akrura, right? Did you get any supporting this one? We discussed, no, maybe we should search where all he has shown his divine form, not Vishwarupa. But you agree with me?
Yes, I looked at the Vanama again,
Okay.
and yeah, he shows himself.
Huh.
He shows himself stepping over the three worlds, or the
Correct.
two worlds, and then on Bali's head.
Correct. Bali, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah, correct.
It's
Correct.
it is not as exhaustive and thorough a description of his universal self as I
Universe.
think
Yes.
this is.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Perfect. Perfect. He has shown his avatars. No, those are all avatars. So Krishna showing his Vishwarupa in this incarnation is this and only this. Is it getting stopped? My internet, I think it's fluctuating. Am I audible and visible? Suvarchala?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So he says that this has not been seen by anyone before. So what you told, no, Vamana Avatar, those are all avatars of Vishnu. Matsya Avatar, Kurma Avatar, Varaha Avatar, the huge forms. But they were with some purpose, and those are avatars. So Krishna Avatar is also one of the avatars of Vishnu. But in Krishna Avatar, he has not shown Vishwarup to anyone else before. I don't think it has come after, because soon after this we see the end of his clan. Yadava kulanu nashavaga hogtade. After some time, no, the Yadus also very soon after Kurukshetra. Very soon means maybe 35-40 years, I think. That's what Puran says. Anyways, so Arjuna was the first one to see Vishwarupa, and of course Sanjaya sir, along with, because of the divine side. न वेदयत्याध्ययनैः न दानैः न च क्रियाभिः न तपोभिरुग्रैः एवं रूपः शक्य अहं नृलोके द्रष्टुं त्वत् अन्येन कुरु प्रवीर. Now this is a very, very beautiful thing. Neither by the Vedas, no Veda, no yajna, nor dana, nor the rituals, nor by tapas, austerities, I can be seen in the world of human beings by other than you, O great hero of the Kurus. ವೇದಗಳನ್ನು ಓದಿದ್ರು ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ. ದೆನ್ ಎದರಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನು. You cannot be seen by just study of Vedas. You cannot do yajnas to see me. Of course, people do yajnas not to see Krishna, but there are different purpose for yajnas. It's not to realize, it's not to see him. So that's a different story. But he says, even if you do yajna, I will not be seen. Even if you do read Vedas, I will not be seen. Even if you give dana, that also is limited. Or by rituals, kriya you do. So much of kriya, even service also, maybe it includes that. And tapobhihi, tapascharya, austerities, I will not be seen in this form. He can be given darshan. Why he has given to Prahlad, he has given to Dhruva, he has given to so many people. But I will not be seen in this such a form. He says that. Evam rupam shakyam aham nraloke, naraloke. That means other than you, oh great hero of Kurus. That means Arjuna was definitely a blessed soul. Therefore, Arjuna and Krishna are considered as Nara Narayan. Nara is Arjuna, Narayana is Krishna. They came with a purpose because Arjuna is representing all of us. And because of Arjuna, we get to see here the Bhagavad Gita. If Arjuna had not asked, whatever questions we have, he is asking, isn't it? And whatever we go through, Arjuna has gone through. So it is as though Krishna has created, he has created, or he has formed Arjuna with a mind that resembles so much of an ordinary human being and so many problems of a human being who is having some interest in divinity, some interest. But it also speaks of people who don't have and who can become divine, who can become sattvic. Anyway, so now he says, only you have seen. So what makes so what is that in Arjuna, or what we have to develop? He says in the next shlokas, Ma te vyatha ma cha vimudha bhavo drishtva rupam ghoramindran midran mamedam vyapeta bhi prita manah punastvam tadeva me rupam idam prapashya. So what he says is, be not afraid. Mate vyatha, vyatha padbeda, vyatisbeda. Mate vyatha, macha vimuda bhava. Don't be afraid. And also, don't be under delusion, ignorance. Matte, don't go back to that vimuda. Vimuda means buddhi becomes, clouded. Don't be that. After seeing my this body, ghora midrusham, when you see this body, no, don't become afraid. Don't go into that deluded state, seeing this terrific form of mine. Okay, then vyapeta bhihi, clear that fear, with fears dispelled, and with prita manaha, with mind full of love. Andre bhaya padbeda, moha padbeda, and on the contrary, develop love. With love, again, now see this form of mine. Anta, he comes back to original. See this form. Again, see this former form of mine. Hale Rupa. I'll come back to that original. So he's saying, at any point of time, we must not have fear. We must not have delusion. We should not be negative thinking. Moha, Ananta Krishna Acharya anta obridare. You listen to his pravachan. Very beautiful. He has spoken about, I think I shared in the group. He has spoken about Mahamaya. Padmaja, I think you should, all your doubts are cleared in that talk actually. And he has given lot of pravachan. The way he clarifies things is excellent. I have shared. You can subscribe to his channel and listen to all his lectures. So he always tells a moha, according to him, is our wrong thinking, negative thinking, because we will think from our own point of view. What is truth we will not see. So that moha. So now he's telling that come out of that vimudha bhava. Vimudha bhava means you are not thinking correctly, you are understanding properly. Understand that this terrific form is important. To love that terrific form also. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ವಿತ್ ಪ್ರೀತ ಮನಾಹ. Of course, he says now you can love my this Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, but he says do not get deluded, do not fear of this terrific form. Andre, we should not always think everything to be pleasant. Sometimes unpleasantness also should be loved. Unpleasant, ugly things, we always brand no ugly things, terrific things. Oh, I will not go there. Snakes also, or idu. So destruction is also as beautiful as creation. Hidden meaning of this. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಿವನ ಆರಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಾವನ್ನ we should, death we should welcome. Death is as important. Yesterday we lost, incidentally I lost my very 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 close friend, philosopher, guide, everything. So coincidentally I'm speaking about death, and 3 deaths we saw in last 2 months actually. Close relatives, 4 deaths, friends and relatives. So death, we should, at that moment we become so depressed. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ it becomes really difficult, because you have lived all through your life, because we think this life alone is the life. No, this is one station. Next station ಮುಂದೆ ಇದೆ. We don't know ಯಾವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದವ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಪಟ್ ಅಂತ we may just give up. ಮುಗಿತು, we have moved to the other station. That's all. So that death also is welcome, because it is giving a birth to the new life. Even when my mom died also, my father died, I was so worse than Arjuna, I should say. I was worst, so bad, so much of, always depression. Always. That is because of, If you go deeper, next shloka it will come. Because of attachment. It is because we are so more the attachment. And it is natural, especially with parents. It's very natural. With everybody, it's natural. With whomever your associate, friends, or brothers, or sisters, or parents, or children, everybody. But death is necessary. And Krishna says that this bhikara form, a terrific form, which signifies destruction, that also should be welcome. That also should be accepted. If not welcome, accept it. Do not morosagi adana jaggi adana yaak hingaitu anta depression, antidepressants. We should not do that. Sanjaya uvacha ityarjunam vasudevaha tathoktva इत्यर्जुनं वासुदेवः तथोक्त्वा स्वकं रूपं दर्शयामास भूयः आश्वासयामास च भीतमेनं भूत्वा पुनः सौम्य वपुः महात्मा. So Sanjaya, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ, Sanjaya is narrating the entire process to Dhritarashtra. Now Sanjaya again comes back. So Dhritarashtra, listen. Vasudeva, that is Krishna, spoke to Arjuna and came back to his original form. Iti Arjunam Vasudeva Tathoktva, having said this, Swakampam Rupam Darshayamasa Bhuyaha. He came back to his own form, and assuming his gentle form, he pacified him. Saumya Vapuhu Mahatma. Saumya Vapuhu, original form Bandhu. Then he pacifies him, consoles him. Arjuna Uvacha दृष्ट्वेदं मानुषं रूपं तव सौम्यं जनार्दन इदानीम् अस्मि संवृत्तः सचेतः प्रकृतिं गतः. So Arjuna tells Krishna now. Sanjay ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ದ ಅರ್ಜುನ ಅಂತ. This is how Arjuna is telling Krishna, Vasudeva. Having seen this your gentle human form, Arjuna is now addressing Krishna. O Janardana, now I can see you in this form. My thoughts are composed. Idanim asmi samvritaha sachetaha prakritibbhata. Andre I have restored to my natural state. I was so scared. I was so emotional. I had become so afraid. I had become so, petrified. Now I can understand. I am now composed. I am restored to my natural state. Abba. ಸತ್ಯ ಬಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು. ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಎನಿ ಆಫ್ ಸಪೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಟುಮಾರೋ Padmaja only becomes a huge Padmaja and we all start seeing her on board. Suddenly what happened ಅಂತ ನಿನ್ನೆವರೆಗೂ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಮಹಾಮಾಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಪದ್ಮಜ, suddenly she has become such a huge form. So like that, Arjuna never expected. He only asked Krishna to show your vibhuti, and Krishna gave with interest. He showed entire universe, where I should see, where I should not see. Arjuna was so perplexed. And looking at his terrific form, he did not know what to do. So much he had become fearful. Though Arjuna, Krishna says, don't worry. Show love to me. I'll come back. I'm your loving form. And he comes back. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Sudur Darshamidam Rupam Drishtavanasi Yanmama Deva Apyasya Rupasya Nityam Darshana Kankshinaha. So he says, very hard. Sudur Darshamidam Rupam. Very hard to see this form. Okay, of mind, which you have seen. Again, he repeats. It's a repetition. It's very hard. Previously, he says, graciously I have shown you. Nobody has seen. So now he says, it's very difficult to see this form of mind. Even the Deva Apyasya, Deva Devatas, we have told, no, there are three lokas means what? Prithvi, Deva Loka, and Satya Loka, grossly. Otherwise, there are 7 of them. So he says, this is a very difficult form of mind. Even the devas or gods, they love to hold this. So it is very difficult. Naham vedairna tapasa nadanena chejaya shakya evam vidho drashtum drushtavan asimam yatha. So now again he repeats, neither by the Vedas nor by the austerity. Na aham vedaihi na tapasa. Vedagalanu tilkondru baralla. ತಪಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಬರಲ್ಲ. Even if you read so much of Vedas, you will not know. Even if you do austerities, kathin, very hard austerities, difficult austerities, like, sit, stand, hatha yoga, you stand on one leg and keep doing. Many people did know, even Hiranyakashipu and Ravana, they all did tapas. So he says extremely difficult. So na danena, dana yajna. So same repetition. He says no, neither by dana, sacrifice, nothing can I be seen as you have seen me. Now the last two shlokas, excellent. Don't miss this, because this is the gist of the entire Bhagavad Gita. They say, Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya aham evam vidhorjuna jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtam cha parantapa matkarma krit matparamo madbhaktah sangavarjitah nirvairah sarvabhuteshu yah samameti pandava. So ಏನ್ ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ವೇದಾಸ್ cannot tell you, yajna cannot teach you, then tapascharya will not teach you, dana will not teach you, then what will help you to see? That is told to us, actually, to anybody who reads Gita. How can we see Vishwarupa, or how we can realize, how we can experience that he is there in each and everything around us? ನಾವು ಬರೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ದೇವ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ, everywhere God is there, here, there. Have we really experienced it? How can we experience? When we go to that stage of samadhi. Do you know, when you go to the extreme stage of samadhi in spiritual path, adhyatmikateyalli, that time you will feel that the entire world is one. There is no differentiation between you and I and table, table and pen, pen and water bottle, nothing. Everything is one. Sri Ramakrishna Paramhamsa was talking to Narendra, Swami Vivekananda. He was a very stubborn fellow. Most scientifically advanced modern views he had. He would never accept. How can you see God? How can you say everything is one? Until, although he had very high, evolutionarily he was very high. So once Ramakrishna puts his hand around on his shoulders, he feels, electrical, as though an electrical current is flowing through his body. He starts trembling, and then he comes out. But he says, for several days, what Vivekananda used to feel was, I used to go out and see everything, karu, adu, idu. But I used to see everything as some common medium. There's some common thing in everything, and these are all floating in that. Ithara, he has given description. That means he realized that oneness. There is oneness in the car, in the human being, everything. Imagine there's yellow color all through, and then everything is there within. Now background painting ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕವರಿದ್ದಾಗ, drawing we used to do. So like that he experienced. So that experience is actually feeling God is everywhere. Otherwise it's only our verbal, ಬರೀ ಮಾತು. ದೇವ್ರೆಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ದೇವ್ರೆಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ, everywhere is there. It's only in our buddhi. It is not vijnana. It is not experiencing. Vijnana means this vijnana, spiritual vijnana I'm saying, not the modern vijnana. That vijnana means jnana vijnana yoga. Krishna has told in Bhagavad Gita, jnana vijnana yoga. You must understand and you must feel it. We can feel by bhaktya, and two things he has told, very beautiful, internal and external, two requirements, very beautiful. This is the fundamental requirement for any human being to, I have posted today, to get permanent relief from any dukkha. Short-lived dukkha andre cinemakke hogbodu, walking hogbodu, we can eat something. I got over something, I was unhappy yesterday, today I'm better. That is temporary. Again you will fall. What is a permanent thing? That buddhi. That when that buddhi comes, he will show you how it should come. Now he has answered. So bhaktya tu ananyaya, bhakta tu ananyaya, bhaktya, bhakti, by single-minded devotion. Single-minded devotion means full concentration. So much of concentration, that is my supreme goal and nothing else. This is my goal. This path is my highest priority in life. It is not time pass. Somebody I told, you should start talking about this. That is very time pass. Spirituality is time pass. It can never be time pass. It will never be. But I am giving you a live example. Somebody said this. talking about something that the lady was very good in, or a good orator. So, and she gave few talks on some Devi and something. I said, why don't you popularize? That's only time pass. My major thing is not that. So that should not be the thing. This should be the priority. If you want to see Vishwarupa and you want to get freedom from suffering and you want to feel peace of mind, what is it required? Single-minded devotion. By single-minded devotion, okay, and bhaktya one pointed, no other path. No other path ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ one path ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನೇ resolution ಮಾಡಿ shakyam aham evam vidorjuna. Then he says, to know, to see, jnatum, drashtum cha tatvena, to understand me and to see me in principle. Seeing Vishwarupa in principle means, what is a principle? It is not a picture. The principle here is he sustains everything in this universe. That is a principle. It is not just we see something, oh nice, beautiful hands, beautiful weapons, beautiful. What does it mean? The meaning is a principle. Tattva means, what is Krishna Tattva? Krishna Tattva, Vishnu Tattva, Narayana Tattva, Shiva, whatever you call it. They are there in every single particle in the universe. That is a principle of Vishwarupa. So this we are understanding now. We are not realizing. We are getting the knowledge. Jnatum drashtum cha tatvena. So if you show single-minded devotion, then you can know me, you can see me in principle and truly enter. Praveshtum cha parantapa. Praveshtam means become one with it. That means a final destination of liberation. So if you want to get liberated means this mind, linga sharira, everything will go. Body will be like this only. I will become a transformed Pratibha. That's the meaning of this. That is the ultimate state of a human evolution, which the many people will not understand. Whether they understand or not, that is a fact. If we understand, the benefit is, when we understand and we start verifying with our experiments. One of the greatest experiment is bhakti. Show a single pointed bhakti, and then you will not overnight achieve. It will take this entire birth or many births. But in the process, what will happen is, we will start getting more and more knowledge. We will start dealing with people in a better way. We will overcome our past memories, future apprehensions, anxiety, everything, 100%. Because the minute the spiritual aspiration starts in a human being, the greatest benefit, first thing to come is abhaya, they say. Fearlessness, no fear. Because you will start trusting the universe, trusting that consciousness, trusting that law of karma, trusting all the system. So, and it will start giving you knowledge through this way or that way. Suddenly you will find a YouTube lecture which talks similar thing, and oh my God, I was thinking about this. Somebody, some third party, somebody somewhere that suddenly comes. It may be an AI driven YouTube which is coming. It may be AI driven, but why should that come? Because you have observed something and your mind has started receiving. Somehow it comes. People may say, this is unscientific what I'm saying. No, it is. But your small interest, no? If you see one video of one type, 10 videos will come. I will equate that to God's grace only. AI may be God's grace only, because whatever you want, it is giving. So, or some lecture, somebody will talk to you, some unknown third person, leave alone YouTube. Where is the AI there? Some third person will speak, and or he will write on his status or something, and you will find, my God, how did this come? This was never an AI. This was not an AI. This was your mental frequencies which caught up with that. So if you do that, then you will grow. Then last one is mat karma. Okay, mat karma krit, mat paramo. Second, mat bhaktaha, sangavarjitaha, nirvairaha sarvabhuteshu. These are the 5 things he has told in the next. In previous sloka, he said bhakti. Show extreme bhakti. Extreme bhakti means extreme devotion. What is that extreme devotion? Antandre, when I told this is first gratitude. Bhakti will have these components. Gratitude. God, I'm way better than others. In my comfort, I have food, I have shelter, I have clothing, I have buddhi. Today, all of us have hands, feet, everything. We are not disabled, right? Gratitude. Above all, we have buddhi. We have come as human. We have been blessed to listen, to be in spiritual path. That is the highest blessing. So gratitude, then accept whatever is not there. There are problems. Without problems, nothing. Only when we get liberated, we are without problem. So it will be there. Accept as, our karma. Let me work on that. We should not be inactive. We should act. Gratitude, acceptance, and surrender. Third thing is complete surrender. I'm not the doer. You are the doer. I'm just an instrument. Nimittam Manta previously says. You are thinking you're going to kill Kauravas. Anyway, I have killed them. They follows me. They are going to kill. You are only an instrument, but be a good instrument. Swadharma. So act and surrender and act. Surrender, complete surrender. I'm not the doer. You have given me hands, feet, this Shakti, this energy, Chetana. Only I have to make a right choice, right buddhi that you give. Surrender and trust. Having surrendered, we say completely, I trust you. And nischintinda enjoy madbeku life. Because I have shown gratitude, G, acceptance A, surrender S, T, trust, GAST or GST A. These four things we must remember in bhakti. This is the real bhakti. Shraddha ilde, trust ilde, bhakti barade illa. Unless you trust, no, you cannot. So that is bhakti. Now he says, mat karma krit. Do the work and work for me alone. We have been created by him as per law of his karma. So mat karma krit andre, we have to do the work for him. It's God's work. We are part of his creation, his operations. It is his management. We have to work for him. Don't we work for our management? Don't we work for our institutions? Don't we work for hospitals? Don't we work for our patients? We do. So now everything is his work, his creation. He has given us this buddhi. With his law of karma, this evolution, this mind is thinking, this has become intelligent. We are treating, we are teaching, we are managing everything. So it is his work. Nin kelsa nan ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. Cooking also yours. Bathing also for you. Keeping this body good is your body you have given. Everything is his work. Ashtu. Every minute, if you remember, no, you'll remember that we are working for him. Mat karma krit. Mat paramo. Our goal should be he as a supreme. We are all working because our goal is to be like him, to reach him. Him andre no, God andre, not with kodal and all. Why him? Because he is all perfect. He's all manifest. He's all loving. He has infinite good things in him. Infinite good things. And as we are doing, we are experiencing that happiness and bliss. Therefore, we have to consider him as the goal. The goal is not to make 2 crores, 3 crores, invest adilla. That is part of this. The ultimate goal is to reach him. How to reach? He has told, we'll follow him. And then Sangha Varjitaha, Mat Bhaktaha. Third one is devotion, which we already discussed. Mat Karma Krit, Mat Paramo means goal, and Mat Bhaktaha, become my devotee. And how we have to become devotee is becoming totally only him. Sangha Varjitaha, very difficult. Give up the attachment. Attachment to person, to things, to place, to everything. No attachment. Attachment andre being so much obsessed. That is attachment. I want to enjoy, and you go and enjoy. But tomorrow, if it is not there, don't suffer. Don't have withdrawal symptoms. Basically, attachment means when you don't live with it, you should not become withdrawn. Withdrawal symptoms about alcoholic hengagate. The best example is alcohol and drug addiction. What happens is when you get addicted to them, when they are not there, your body starts trembling. Until I get, I'm not happy. Until I see mobile, until I see, we are all attached. Children, we are attached. Parents, we are attached. To the place we are attached. It's very difficult to give up our place of sitting, our place of sleeping. Very, very difficult. 2 days we go out, we want to come back because I'm attached to this. I like to be in my place. Okay. I mean, these are few things. It takes time. But when we develop attachment to the divinity, this becomes lesser. I need a place to meditate. I need a place to do japa. My goal is, what is this? Paramo. Mat paramo, he has told. Mat karma krit, mat paramo. I am your goal, no? What you should do every day? Do yoga, do asana, do pranayama, do japa, do meditation, and do the work, dedicated work, he says. Whatever work you do, dedicate to me. If you're doing office work, dedicate to me. So, wherever you are, no? If you're retired, if now I'm retired, partially, so I can carry my laptop, whether I'm here or in my daughter's place or in Hubli or Dharwad or Himalayas, I should be able to do because I work online. I should be able to do. I should not say, I want this office only. No, should not be like that. So that is one. So, and one more attachment, Swami Acharya Ananta Krishna very beautifully says, attachment is two ways. One is we like. Even though we are attached to our past and sorrows, to so much, sometimes no, we have gone through so much of pain in the life. Again and again, we think of that. That is also attachment. We are getting attached to things which don't exist now. But that is the Maya. So he says we have to get over it. Right? Sangha varjitaha means become detached, become attached to divinity, so that this, when you go towards that direction, no, when the ship has to move, you have to let go of its anchor, isn't it? If you are still stuck to the anchor, oh God, 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 it is still here only, isn't it? ಇದನ್ನ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ you see the challenges when you get, no, now you start, let's start thinking, all of us rather. It's not easy though, as I'm saying. It takes several lives, they say, because it's all, samskars, and even great rishis have not been able to give up attachment. If you remember Bharata, Jada Bharata, I told you, Bharata, in the end of his life, he gets attached to a deer. So, chigri, the deer, he says, and he dies, and he takes birth as a deer. Of course, that life will be very short, because he's totally realized person, and then he's born as Jada Bharata. So, but the birth, to whatever you're attached, no, you'll become the same in the next birth. So once again, you'll fall in the trap. The direction, mat paramo, that becomes very far. So detach that anchor. Andre, you should love. Swami Ranganathananji says, detachment doesn't mean not loving. It's okay. Don't come near me. Angalla. You should love them, but with the knowledge that we are just co-passengers. This is just temporary. This thought we should have again and again. This is temporary. We are all co-passengers. Anytime anything can happen to anybody. But who is with us constantly? That is Him. Inside. Consciousness. Divine. Sachidananda. He is always with us. So that if we keep remembering, no, detachment, that anchor which is fixed, to the ground by the ship, that will detach itself, it seems. If the pull towards the divine is so strong, you need not put an effort. Ad kitkondu bandbiduttante. If the force towards divine is so strong, it will lift. Swami Tulsidas story, I think. Tulsidas was an ordinary person who lived with his wife, and they had a very romantic relationship. So much of, Tulsidas only. So much of love he had towards his wife, that one day she went to her father's place, and this fellow was feeling her absence so much, both physical requirement and emotional requirement, both. So he swam across a river which was flooded. Actually, floods had come, and she goes, and then she lives in the first floor. He has to go to that first floor. He cannot tell his in-laws that he has come. It would be very embarrassing. So he finds a rope and he climbs through that and reaches her. She says, why did you come? He says, I could not live without you. I love you so much. This love is attachment. It's not true love. So how did you come? I came swimming. And I got a log of wood and I came on that. How did you come up? I found a rope. When she looks outside, he would have come floating on a dead body, and he would have climbed with a, what is that called? Some kind of lizard it is. Big, what is that? I don't know. It's called Uda in Marathi. That's how I remember. It's my mother's story. Chaitali knows, I think. That is a big lizard that would have gone on the wall, and he holds that and comes. Then she says, if you show this much of dedication towards Lord, what would your life be? Just imagine, she tells him. And then he realizes, he goes back and he writes Ramcharitmanas. So it overnight also it can change. That means now you see that anchor he developed so much of devotion. Her 2 words were enough for him to develop that detachment and move towards the divinity. When he moves toward divinity in a strong bhakti, that detached that anchor on its own. I must be detached, no need. I will be attached to God. I'll be attached to God. If you say something higher, it need not be, people may not comprehend Krishna or Vishnu or whatever, leave it. Just think as consciousness, think at a higher living, think of selflessness, that itself, attachment to selflessness, attachment to I am not the doer, something else is doing. You need not call him God also. My Guruji always says, it is entirely, you can say it is also science, physics only. Call it as conscious energy. But this science says that this doesn't work. It is that which is working. So the process of alignment is surrender to that consciousness. Need not call him as God. Just call him consciousness. This lower thing, lower thinking, this is lower, that is higher. This surrender will make that higher to take over, and that frequency will flow through, and you will become liberated, always with extreme happiness, extreme bliss, which goes beyond happiness. So these are the two and sorry, the last most important, nirvairaha sarva bhuteshu. Look at that. Bari ishtella, God is there. I'm going towards divinity. I'm meditating, japa. How should you behave with people? Nobody is your enemy. You should not have any kind of negative thoughts towards any fellow being. Nirvairaha, no enmity. Everybody, you should pity them. You should pity. You should tell them, Papa, adnyanigalu, ಏನೋ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. My God will take care of them. Oh God, give them sadbuddhi. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, you should not be so, you should ensure your action is done, but not with enmity. You must be very conscious and then treat them with love and bring changes if at all you want to bring. But enmity, hatred, they all are again attachments. They will pull you away from them. So if ishtella madida sarva bhuteshu, everybody, upper class, lower class, upper caste, lower caste, whatever you think, poor, rich, sarva bhuteshu nirvairaha yaha sa mam eti pandavaha. He or she attains me, he becomes like me, because Krishna doesn't differentiate. He's very objective, very objective. ಎಲ್ರು ಒಂದೇ ಅವನಿಗೆ. ನಿಮ್ ಕರ್ಮದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. You face your consequences. Turn towards me, Krishna, I want to do good, give me sadbuddhi, I'm all there to manifest. This is the summary. So that completes chapter 11. Iti Vishwaroop Darshan Yogo iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishnarjuna Samvade Vishwaroop Darshana Yogo Nama Ekadashodhyayah. Shri Rama Krishnarpanamastu, Shri Krishnarpanamastu. So open for discussion. I'm sorry I took time, but I wanted to finish this. Thanks, Suvarchala. Vishwaroop Darshan is the greatest, and today is Durgashtami, and we have done, I mean, it was quite an enlightening thing for us from Krishna. I'm only narrating, nimitta matra. So anybody, anything would you like to add? Chaitali, Suvarchala, Peter, anything you want to say?
This is this is in the philosophy of Madhvacharya,
Madhvacharya.
or Dvaita.
Dvaita, yeah.
Yeah, that grace supersedes, bhakti supersedes jnana and
Yes.
karma yoga.
Yes.
And grace
Yeah.
is the key
Yeah.
element there.
Mm.
Unfortunately, when I think of grace, I also think of, there's an American saying, friends in high places. Do
Okay.
you know? And Arjuna has a really good friend in a high place.
Yes.
Because Arjuna, does not have undistracted devotion throughout.
Yes.
He doubts. Even when he sees the Vishwarupa, he doubts and says, tell me what I have just seen.
Yes.
And I just showed you because you didn't trust me what I told you before.
Correct.
Now you want me to tell you what you just saw.
Correct.
So it seems to me it's a high bar.
Yes, it is.
that grace.
Grace, yes, it's a high bar. Grace, yes, that needs a high standard for a recipient also. That's very true. Yes, it's a high bar, and as you said, high level friendship. both of them are very high. Yeah, and a very good point you brought out. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, anything, if we want to set standards, we should be 10 times that. If we want to expect one thing, we should be 10 times. So probably they have set very high standards so that we at least reach somewhere. So that was something which was fascinating to me from Sri Ramakrishna. He says, if you want others not to tell lies, you should be speaking first. The person who wants the other person, it should be 10 times, 100 times. Then at least 1% he will manifest. That was exactly, that's very correct. He has set the standard and a very high bar. Yes, very, very useful point brought
Sri
up.
Ramakrishna is very wise.
Yes, of course. He is also considered to be Avatar Purush. We next, maybe after this round, I'm going to go ahead with the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Beautiful, wonderful. That will come probably after next year. This will go another year. This will go for another year. Maybe after that we do that. That's
Okay.
brilliant work, and we could very well appreciate. Yes, Suvachala, Kavita, Tobbi sir, Enadru. Suvachala, tell me.
Ma'am, I'm just feeling like now I'm 34 years old. So I have wasted 30 years of my time. I'm feeling like that. Past five, I mean, since 4 years, I think I am involved in Gita. I'm
Mm.
listening, reading, experiencing also. But I was thinking when I'm looking back, uh, I have wasted these many years. Oh, I am really regretting, ma'am. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay. But do you think everything is in our hands, Varchala?
Yeah,
No.
that's so true.
See, Tulsi Das, what he will tell, he got married. He was also some 35, I think he was advanced. He also, we don't know when it will change. See, you are lucky that it has changed at 34. What about us? What is my age? Double your age. What
No,
did I?
you also like 20 years back you have started, you told, no?
No,
So
that way I started when I was child. But the real seriousness, exposure is there. See, everybody has it, but at your age also, it is a grace. At this age also, at such a young age, I would say young age, you have got exposure. When at this age, very few. How many of your contemporaries are interested in Gita? You tell me. How many are interested even at this age? No.
yeah.
At this age, very few. No. At your age, I was fully drowned in family life completely. Profession and family. Gita was not there for it was in slumber for few years. Again, it came up. In between, it had gone. Again, it came up. So you are having that freedom, solitude. You have time. You have this online connectivity. We did not. We had books though. We had books. So everybody has. It has its own time. So Achala, it has
Yeah.
its own time. It has to come at the right time. So never late. Better late than never, isn't it?
Yeah,
Better.
yeah,
It
but
was there. It was
yeah.
there in you. It has come up. We don't know where it is going because you are a great thinker and that blessing is there. So we don't know where it is going to take you. No, never. Whatever we are, will accept and get going. Right? That's correct. I understand. That's a great thought also, Suvarchala. I don't say I should congratulate you for getting that thought. Why did I waste all these years, Santa? Why did I not think? That's a right thinking.
That small girl is there now, ma'am, Paridhi.
Oh, yeah, Pragati.
In 9 years, she's speaking like anything. Oh, I am not able to read. I felt really, I wasted so many years. Yo, like that, I
No,
felt.
no, not that girl. No, she has had from her past life. She's a prodigy. That is
Um,
coming up now. Yeah, like I told you, no, Jadabharata or somebody, Prahalada or Dhruva. Like that, they are. They are like that. So everybody will not be like that. Everybody has different level of evolution, isn't it? Everybody. There are some people they will realize on the deathbed. My God, I wasted the entire life, 80 years. Now I'm thinking, but we don't know. Even Ajamila also, no? You know Ajamila. Ajamila, he was a very good devotee. Then he becomes distracted. He goes to a prostitute. Then he wastes entire gambling, ado, ido. End of his life, Yama also comes and ಇವ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ದೇವತಾಸು ದೇವಲೋಕದಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ then he will be telling Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Because of his past, he will go to Devaloka. He will not, Yama will not take him. So we never know. God, this whole thing is very, very mysterious. Our job is to do what is ahead. Past is past, but that feeling is good. I appreciate that. Yeah, Kavita. Kavita, anything? Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay,
The
ma.
beauty of this whole thing is that only when we have clarity, like he allows us to question,
Yes.
like Peter sir just now said, Arjuna questions. So that is the
Correct.
beauty of I don't
Yes.
know, our religion. That only
Yes.
when we can question, we have the
Yes.
freedom to question and then accept it.
Yes. Yes. So it makes it more scientific. Correct. You're right.
Mm.
He has been given that freedom. Correct.
Yes, sir. And we
Very
all
good.
have that.
Correct.
What was that term you used for questioning?
Pari,
Prajna?
Pariprashnena sevaya. It has come in, I think, 6th chapter, if I'm not wrong. 6th, I think. He tells no how a person can learn. He should go to a guru. I'll come back with that shloka. Even I'm not so thorough with that. Pariprashnena sevaya. Sevaya means service to the guru and keep asking questions. Pariprashnena. Pari means again, repeatedly. Prashnena. Again and again you ask questions until you are clearer. His ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೂ I also love Krishna because more so we are all in academics, no, we love him as teacher. We would definitely relate ourselves with him. So pariprashnena, I'll come back with that verse. I'll find out and tell you in the next this one. Pariprashnena and sevaya, that means service. You have to serve your guru and ask questions. Service means at least you should be humble. You should be open to receive what, trust guru, receive what he is saying. You can question. That is to understand, not to doubt the teacher, not to test initially you can test the teacher. Once you accept the teacher, you can ask again and again questions with the belief that guru knows everything and is going to answer. But I will ask questions, not that what does he know, not with that attitude. So pariprashnena has that. Kabbi sir, any question you have? Anything? Unmute ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. I think he's not there. Okay. So with that, we come to the end of this today's session. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृतिस्वभाव करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति. पापोऽहं पापकर्माहं पापात्मा पापसंभवात् त्राहि मां कृपया देव शरणागतवत्सल. अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति, त्वमेव शरणं मम. तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष रमापते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. Thank you everyone. Have a
Thank you.
nice
Thank you,
Dashara,
ma'am.
Mahanavami and Dashara tomorrow day after. Have a nice festival. Peter, you also can cook some nice paisam and share it on the group. I think we will enjoy from here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.